What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the warm-up. I am Allie Love, Nick McCarville. It is Friday, and we're all about having fun. As we get ready for another F this weekend, the finals, we want to talk about tennis. But again, we'd be remiss if we didn't acknowledge that it is September 11th. It is a day that we all remember, and we are so much stronger here in New York. Nick, we talk about recreating memories. This is what we are doing even on a day like today.
Yeah, totally, Allie. We remember and we build off of that. And certainly our heart is with New York. You're a New Yorker. I am. So is the U.S. Open. This tournament is stronger because of the community that has come together. And you talk about memories. We had a lot of memories last night. We're going to create more this weekend. And our hearts are with this tournament through and through.
Yes, Nick, speaking of memories, that leads us into what happened last night. Memories not only for the players on court, but us fans at home.
Let's just dive right into it because memories were made. We're going to have more memories this weekend with the finals. But there were no nerves on display, at least none that we could see, when 2018 U.S. Open champion Naomi Osaka and first-time Slam semifinalist Jen Brady met under a closed roof. That's because of heavy rain outside, but inside it was a hurricane of spectacular tennis. 2 breaks in this entire match, Allie, and that was because of top-notch serving from both. Osaka stealing the first set in a breaker, but Brady roared back, breaking Naomi and forcing a decider for a 1-set shootout for the final. The scary thing at this level, though, is how scary good the tennis was. Brady blinked in Game 4 of Set 3, and that's all Naomi needed. She's into her 3rd career Slam final behind 34 winners and 84% of first serve points won. Brady, of course, leaves with a bunch of good vibes from a breakout career run at the US Open. If Osaka Brady was a server's duel, Serena Vika was power meets power with a competitive fierceness that you rarely see elsewhere in the game. Serena playing in her 14th US Open semifinal. She started red hot. She won that first set 6-1 with 12 winners. But vintage Vika is indeed playing with a new age determination, and she turns the tables in set 2 before leading 3-0 in the 3rd. Now, Serena would attempt another come-from-behind rally, but it was just a little too late. Azarenka closed out the match with just her 2nd ace, winning 80 points to Serena's 78. The 2 respected champions had a respectful moment at the net. But Vika is into her first Slam final, and get this, 7 years, where Osaka waits on Saturday evening. And all hats off to Serena Williams, who once again falls short of that 24. But the headline to me, Allie, is how fierce, how hard these 2 fought, and what a joy it was to watch top-notch women's tennis on a wonderful night in the semifinals.
Yeah, Nick, we talked about making memories here at the U.S. Open. This is a memory for Victoria Azarenka. It was well-deserved, well-fought, and it's, like you said, 7 years in the making.
Yeah, incredible stuff. Earlier in the day, it was the men's doubles final with Mate Pavic and Bruno Suarez besting Wesley Koolhof and Nikola Mektic 6-3 and 7-5. They won their first Slam as a doubles duo. After 2 3-set tussles to start the doubles event, the Croatian-Brazilian pair won their last 3 matches in straight sets, becoming the first champs of the U.S. Open in 2020. You guys, congratulations.
Talk about some good tennis and some memories and some moments. All right, Nick, I got some rallies for you. Here we go. We're going to kick it off. Naomi Osaka and Jennifer Brady. What a match. Naomi Osaka serves. Jen Brady is determined to return this ball, no matter where it's placed, which I love. And then this rally kind of turns into who hits the ball the hardest. These 2 are literally firing away. It's not until at the very end you see, as they're rallying, Naomi's trying to put it away. Her hardest, she goes a little bit long right here. Boom, and it's right there. It's Osaka who wins the match in 3 sets. However, Jenny from the block put up a good fight. Our next rally comes from our men's doubles finals. We have Pavic, Suarez, and Koolhof and Mektic. And now all 4 players come into the net and play patty cake. This is an opportunity where I notice flight or fight response. Basically an automatic physiological reaction to an event that is perceived stressful. No, I'm not stressful. You are. These players have really quick reflexes, and at the very end, as you see, the ball clips the net. No, wait, did I mention that this was match point for Pavic and Suarez? Yes. Like Nick mentioned, they go on to not only win this point, but they win the match and become the 2020 US Open Men's Doubles Finals champions. I say let's applaud again. All right, next up, Nick, we have Shingo Kaneda and Nicholas Piper. Piper serves. And this is a proper rally. Remember, I talk a lot about speed and quickness. A player's ability and agility to place the ball and get there is what's important and is exactly what's going on here. They are moving. Now, right at the end, it's Piper who actually comes away perfectly with the point. Yeah, it goes out wide, makes that point. Unfortunately, doesn't win the match. It goes to Shingo Kaneda.
This was a sensational point. I feel like this is a great advertisement for the wheelchair event. Look at this backhand from Nicholas Piper. Come on, baby.
All right, last but definitely not least, this rally has all the feels. This match had all the feels last night. Vika is laser focused and her quickness and precision on returns is out of this world. She is going for gold on every return. She puts Serena on the run. As you see, Serena's using that lateral motion a lot and she's putting her on the run. These two moms are pushing their physicality, as you can hear in their audible doing the returns. But it's Vika who places the ball so beautifully, and it was just too far out of reach for Serena. Vika wins the point and this match in 3 sets.
You guys do yourself a favor, go to the US Open YouTube account, watch whatever highlights we have clipped there. If you can find the whole match on replay, this was an instant classic, Allie.
Absolutely. All right, let's keep talking tennis, Nick. You're up. We got Nick's picks.
All right, here we go, you guys. It's Friday night under the lights with the fellas, 24 hours after those ladies set that bar really high, about 35,000 feet for excellent tennis. Boys, what are you going to serve up? Let's start with Pablo Carreno, Busta, and Alexander Zverev as we look to crown a maiden slam champ in men's tennis for the first time in 6 years. Advantage, and I'm not misspeaking here, to PCB. He's the 2017 semifinalist at the US Open, and he's played excellent dig my heels into the dirt sort of tennis at this US Open through 5 matches. As the world number 27, he's got the rare privilege of less pressure on his shoulders than Zverev, who has carried plenty of expectations with him over the last 3 years. Don't doubt, though, Sasha fans, he leads the head-to-head 1-0 and has beaten a variety of styles to get this far. That means he should be aptly prepared for the Spanish armada of defense that his foe is going to come back at him with. This one, scarily, could go the distance. Please don't make me pick a winner at this point. Let's go ahead and look at our other semifinal, Allie. And it's Mr. Magician Daniil Medvedev taking on Dominic Thiem in a battle many looked forward to as soon as this US Open draw came out. They've split their previous 3 meetings with Thiem winning 2, but Medvedev has been otherworldly good in this tournament, the only remaining player not to have dropped a set and unbothered by powerful opponents like Andrei Rublev and Francis Tiafoe in the previous 2 rounds. Now, the Austrian packs a mean punch with a rocket-boosting power and willingness to do several sprints between Yonkers and Coney Island on court. But honestly, this could set up to be a classic. Watch out for Thiem to try to attack off the baseline, while Medvedev will work his wild ways to keep Domi confused and confounded throughout.
We're pulling out all the stops this fun Friday. I got another stop to pull. Nick, my hipster pick is going to be Didi de Groot and Marjolaine Buys. I'm looking forward to this semifinals because some may say it's a Dutch treat, where top seed Didi de Groot will take on world number 4, Marjolaine Buys. Not to mention the 2-time defending champion de Groot is fresh off of her defeat of former champion and another mom here at the US Open, Jordan Wiley. Now, you know, Nick, I love when country people go head to head, and that's exactly what's about to go down in this match.
Yeah, the wheelies are in full flight here at the US Open. You can feel the energy on the grounds. Excited for them. Also excited, Allie, for the women's doubles final. We're going to hand out another trophy today, and it's American Nicole Melikar alongside her Chinese doubles partner in Zhu Yifan. They're taking on the German-Russian pairing of Laura Siegemund and Vera Zvonareva. Zvonareva, another mom here at the US Open 10 years after she made the singles final, and actually she won the doubles title back in 2006 in New York. She and Siegemund, they're going to have their work cut out for them. They're going to have to be firing on every cylinder against Melikar and Zhu, who are the number 3 seeds in this women's doubles event.
Oh, Oh my goodness, I'm feeling good. Yes, I'm sweating a little bit because tennis is just getting so good. Also, yesterday in our social check, we asked you to share some memories. So we have some fun memories of some fun faces that you might recognize of way back when they were here at the US Open. So let's get into it. Fun fact, y'all, we don't know if Nick know any of these faces. Okay, Nick.
That is true.
Is that Paul? Is that Paulie? Oh, Paulie. Hi, Paul McCartney.
What's up, Paul McCartney?
Oh my
There we
gosh.
go.
Oh, that's Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade. Wait, Nick, am I going too fast?
Who all these celebrities are? Come on.
Oh, who are these faces?
Well, we got Shaq, right? And then that's Odell Beckham Jr., right?
Oh, look at
OBJ.
you. Okay, boss. Oh, it's a famous actor. You got this one, Nick. Famous actor.
Robert Redford, the legendary Hollywood star.
Boom, look at you.
I love seeing these courtside celebrities. Mike Tyson, he loves his tennis.
Anna Wintour. Ooh, she's fabulous.
Oh, look at that. There's Allie Miss Love. Come on. Okay, actually, Allie, this is my favorite last year because is that Victor Cruz sitting in front of you?
Yes.
Yeah, so Victor Cruz is sitting in front of Allie, and ESPN goes to interview Victor Cruz, and Chris Evert is like, we're good. Let's talk to Allie Love. That was one of my favorite moments of the US Open last year. Do you remember that?
I do, but I didn't expect this one. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. No, it was a great memory because I had no idea. Pam Trevor's like, Chrissy wants to say hi, and I'm like, hi. I have no idea this is happening, and I'm just so focused on tennis and like having a good time. But it was amazing. Shout out to Chrissy Everett. She's fantastic, and Pam Trevor.
Oh, I love that. We should try to get Chrissy on the show, right?
You always come up with some good
Send her a
ideas.
text, Allie. Come on.
Okay, I might have to slide in someone's DMs, but yeah.
Oh, I love that. I love seeing the celebs at the Open. We miss you, celebrities, those that I do know and don't, but we will see you next year, of course.
We are pleased to have a guest join us here on the warm-up. He is an American musician and songwriter. He's the lead guitarist and backup vocalist for the pop rock band Maroon 5 and an avid tennis player. Please welcome James Valentine.
Thanks for having me. Very excited.
Thanks for being here. Life is a little different for all of us right now, James. How are you? Let's check in.
Doing okay. You know, this is it's obviously been a very interesting year. We're disappointed that we're not out on the road. We had a full tour planned of the US, but you know, thank God for tennis, because throughout all this, because it's the perfect social distance sport, I've still been able to play, been able to take lessons. You see, I'm ready to go to my lesson later this afternoon. So tennis is really saved me through this whole thing.
Yeah, James, that's awesome to hear. Obviously, how much US Open have you been watching? Because we know you're an avid tennis player and you actually know a lot of the personalities, a lot of the stars that are still in the US Open right now, too.
Yeah, I've actually been able to watch more US Open than I ever have because there's nothing else to do, you know? So it's been another silver lining, let's say, of this pandemic, because usually this time of year we'd be on tour. I've had the chance to come to the US Open in person a few times, but usually this is our touring season, so I don't get to see all the matches. You know, they're just sort of flying by. But man, I just camped out starting in the morning and have seen a lot of tennis. It's been really great.
Love that.
Now, James, I want to switch gears just for a second. You have been very outspoken on social media around Black Lives Matter as well as equality. And so has the US Open in their Be Open campaign, which is a commitment to pursuing equality, inclusion, and of course, respect for everyone on and off the court. Why is it important to you and your family and your friends to use your platform to tell this message?
Well, I think because we have a platform, we have a bit of a responsibility to just spread awareness. And I'm really happy to see what Naomi Osaka has been doing with the mask. You know, it's really inspiring, and it's really great that she's brought that to tennis, because I think it was kind of, you know, maybe one of the last sports. Obviously, we saw it pretty early on in football, basketball, and now it's here front and center in tennis, which I think is great.
And James, specifically for you, why do you choose to speak out the way that you do on your platforms?
You know, I think it's a responsibility that we all have as artists, you know, and I think as artists, as songwriters, putting messages out into the world, this is one of the most important messages that we could do. There's so much work to be done on social justice, systemic racism, is still embedded in our system. So we need to speak out about it to start to dismantle that.
James, you've bossed up on tennis courts around the world. You try to play wherever you guys go on tour. So I want you to pick just one location. What's been the best place you've gotten to play tennis in the world?
Man, well, we were on tour in South America at the beginning of this year when everything sort of hit. And I had some amazing tennis in Brazil, thanks to Andre Sá, who I've met through my good friends, the Bryan brothers. That's one of the major tragedies of this year, is that it was going to be the Bryan brothers sort of farewell. They had planned on ending here at the US Open and decided to bow out early for obvious reasons. But, I don't think they get the credit that they deserve as true legends of the game, greatest of all time in doubles. No one will ever touch them ever again. So shout out to the Bryan brothers.
Well, we're gonna mix it up a little bit of tennis and a little bit of music. So we have basically on the fly a game that we love to play. We have 4 men's semifinalists. And if they could walk out to any song, James, what song would they walk out to? So I'll kick us off with Dominic Thiem. What song would he be walking out to in Arthur Ashe?
I feel like he's been such a badass throughout this whole tournament, and he's really coming into his own. I think we're about to see an era where he's emerging as one of the top guys. So I feel like confidence, swagger. I feel like he should walk out to like some AC/DC or something.
From Austria, 3-time Grand Slam finalist, Dominic Thiem.
I'm literally picturing it. I'm lost. I'm like, boom, like, oh, this is a vibe.
That just fits to me.
Nick, do you have one you want to go? We'll go back and forth.
No problem. Pablo Carreno Busta. He's the least known of these 4 semifinalists, James, but he's a Spaniard, and he's a guy that plays a physical brand of tennis.
Because he's Spanish, I'm really feeling some flamenco, maybe some Paco de Lucia, who's a great Spanish guitarist that I really dig, that, which is also a very physical type of music to perform. So, I'm feeling some really fast, intense flamenco.
From Spain, Pablo Carreno Busta.
I love that.
That's a physical dance performance too. And that's the first thing that came to mind. Flamenco, like it's intense. The motion is raw. I love it. I love this one. All right, I have one for you. Daniil Medvedev, looking sharp. We talk about being business. He's all business, looking good this US Open.
He's probably my favorite new player. Thinking about last year and how he sort of became the villain and sort of embraced that, I'm feeling some like heavy metal for him, something sort of dark. We could just go with some like Slayer or like Metallica.
From Russia, 2019 finalist, Daniil Medvedev.
I'm feeling that one. You got me at Slayer. I was like Raining Blood. Like, what are we? Like, I could see that.
Okay, yeah. All right, yeah, Slayer, Raining Blood. Great, let's do it.
I mean, you can do a mashup, right? Slayer into a Metallica. I love that. Okay, last but not least, James. And by the way, guys, we didn't prep James. He's coming up with these on the fly, which is amazing. Last but not least, he's kind of a complicated character, so I'm intrigued on this one. Alexander Sasha Zverev.
He's kind of flashy. He's got his chain. He loves playing with the crowd. I'm feeling something like funky and like disco-y and sort of like, maybe like chic, like Le Freak. He's kind of has that personality. I just picture him, like with his gold chains, like out on a yacht.
From Germany, world number 7, Alexander Zverev.
Do you feel me?
Yes. I totally feel you. I get him like walking out and he's like pointing, like blowing kisses to babies, pointing at people. I'm totally digging it.
Maybe like Bee Gees,
Oh, there we go.
Staying alive. staying alive. I mean, he's
He's
stayed
staying
alive
alive in this tournament.
deep in the tournament.
Shockingly, like sometimes I don't realize that I know music, and like having you, I was a bit nervous because I knew you were going to talk music, and I was like, I hope I know the songs. And this made me feel so good because you gave me some songs that have lifted my spirits. The warm-up is all about feeling good, and you made us feel good today, James. So thank you so much.
Right on. Thank you.
What an incredible conversation, Nick. James is so cool.
I mean, loves tennis, could not be more chill. And I honestly, I just wanted to stay on that chat with him for all day long, turn the tennis on, and just keep watching with him at my side.
I love that. Now, fans, this is where you get involved. Your social call to action today. We heard James pair up music with players. It's your chance to share what's your favorite song to get pumped to. All you have to do is take to social media on Twitter, use hashtag US Open, at US Open, and share your favorite song to get pumped up to. Nick, what's your favorite song?
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna do a little throwback here. Let's go 80s, Eye of the Tiger. I loved that song like when I was a kid and pretending that I was playing at the US Open. So if I've got my bag on, I'm walking on court, it's dun, 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 dun. That's my walk-on song, done.
I love that, Nick. You know, one of the songs that comes up for me because it's September 11, and if I was walking out on court this day, I think I would go with Rise Up by Audra Day. She performed at the beginning of the US Open. And this is just a reminder on September 11 of how strong New Yorkers are, how we persevere forward. So yeah, I think that'll be my song.
Allie, that's amazing. I love that pick. And also, you guys, tonight is a really cool performance. You can catch it on ESPN by Christopher Jackson from Hamilton. And he's doing a really special ode to September 11th.
Oh, I love it. All the feel-good moments on Friday. Okay, y'all, get out there, enjoy tennis. We will see you tomorrow for the women's finals. Enjoy it. Nick McCarville, Allie Love, the warm-up. It's been a pleasure.